Well, good early morning. We are back out here in Sam Houston. I had a couple hours this morning, so I'm gonna come out here and see if we can't do a little mini scout and try to find some pigs. I haven't been in here in a couple of years, but I always had good encounters with hogs. And here's a couple of real low areas, and it's been real dry, so had a little bit of a rain yesterday, so it should be nice and quiet. So not much wind, but I'm gonna almost to the little cut-in trail here and see if we can't get in there and make something happen this morning. Hope you guys are having a blessed morning and a great week. It is Friday. We're gonna get in here to smash something. Should be fun. Alright, so we made it to the edge of the swamp. Gonna work our way down the edge here. I've jumped a lot of hogs in here, out here in the swamp, out here in these high spots. So I'm just gonna work my way down here along the edge, see if we can't rustle something up and get us a shot on something for sure. So real quiet right here on the edge. Seen a lot of hogs out here in this trashy stuff. Just jumped a deer on the edge of the swamp. Sounded looked like he was about maybe 20 foot. He took about 2.5 bounds before he was back in the woods. I'm pretty dang sure it was a buck. I thought I saw some growth coming out. But it's definitely a lone deer. He's bedded out here. Somewhere out here on a high spot. We're going to go see if we can't find it. Look right here. Some old rub right there. There's another one right out there. There's some bubbles over here in the water. I think he's bedded out in between those two trees. I thought he was more in the grass though, so let's keep going just to make sure. So look at this bed. Pretty sure that buck was better right here. He took off that way. You can see some of the bubbles left over there. I don't know if y'all can see that, but that leads right to that old rub right there. I mean, actually that's an early rub from last year, but didn't take long. So you look in here real close. Right there. That's where he was. What a cool deer bed. I mean, look at this thing. He is on an island out here in this trash. Just nothing but, I mean, I could barely get through here on my boots. Wind is super still, but he heard me. Probably heard me snapping, but he didn't blow. He just got up and left. Somewhere over there. Wow, that is super cool. I wonder if I can get a camera up here maybe later this year and see if I can get a picture of that deer. That would be pretty cool in itself, just to actually see what he looks like and to know where he is. Man, a little hog hunt turned into a buck bed. Can't complain about that. So I'm looking out here. He may be using a bed by that tree too. I mean, here's the knockdown spot. There's a little trail going right out to this little brush pile. That might be a tiny high spot. But right now, I am almost over my boots, so I don't want to get into that mess. But he's definitely right in here. He might just be bedding around in here however he sees fit. So I want to get out there and check it, but I don't think I can. Maybe we'll have to scout that a little bit later, but regardless, he's right here. It doesn't really matter. All right, let's go. The question is, when he gets out of that bed, where does he go? Looks like he could come straight out here into the wind, which is predominant wind. That's why possibly there's a couple of rubs. And I think he goes straight south onto some private that's way over there. I think that maybe have some hay fields or something. But let's just walk this trail down a little bit, see if we can find any additional sign, and we'll start working on getting out of here. It's definitely a start, but access is not from this way. You'd have to circle way around and get in front of this buck. But it looks like there's a little bit of a trail right here. Right there. And it didn't sound like he ran far, but let's just check it out. So I'm on my way out of here. So I'm on my way out of here. And I cut this long slough. Actually, it goes back there to the right, about another 80 yards. Doesn't really show as a water feature on the map, but it kind of opens up right here. It's kind of thick back that way, but it just opens up to kind of closed canopy stuff. And you look over here, there's like a pretty defined transition, like an old roadbed or something. I don't know how far it goes, but I mean, you got a kind of a pinch with the slough right here, plus this transition line. As soon as I popped out here, I started seeing all kinds of old rubs. A bunch of diversity. Old rub right there. There's some over there. There's one right there. A couple of nice holly trees that might invite a nice scrape. But you can see how this little trail winds down to there. Is anytime I start finding these little pine saplings, I get excited because look at there. There's an old rub. Back when that tree was young. That's some nice stuff. This is just great early season stuff. When these bucks want to rub something, they rub these little skinny little pine trees. You know, as some people might refer to them as whip rubs. They love these little pine saplings. There's a nice oak right here. A couple of water oaks right here. This could be a cool little ambush spot. There's another big holly tree right here, so limbs are hanging just perfect height. Hard to see if there was a remnants of an old scrape in here, but it's a pretty cool find on the way out. It's not that far off the road. Actually, I'm getting close to the road. So this is something to easily keep tabs on. I like it. Oh, God, mosquitoes. Jeez. All right, guys, I am just about back to the car, about 40 yards off the road. And if you ever get a chance, when you're working your way back to the car, work your way to a road edge and parallel it all the way back. You'd be really surprised what you can find. I'm not saying, you hear a lot of talk about finding spots by the road. I mean, I have a few, but then again, I've never really been looking for them too much. See, here comes a car, listen. Sorry, you're in the sun. There you goes, FedEx truck. But I found a really, really cool stand of oaks. A huge flat. A lot of hog sign. Probably the biggest cluster of oaks I've seen out here since I've been here today. Some old buck sign. Because if you can increase your access percentage by coming in off a road, like 50 yards, 100 yards, that's a huge win. And they're easy to check. You can just, they're not all gonna be good, but you never know. If you got a couple of oak stands marked right off the road when you're driving by, you can just pop in, check, and move on. That's quick scouting. So tip of the day, I suppose. Man, look rough, I'm tore up. Thank you guys for checking out the video. It turned out pretty cool. I mean, started out as a hog hunt, turned out to a buck bed near the swamp. I've been out here before, but I've never seen anything over there or never jumped a buck right there and jumped a doe and a fawn. Don't know if I got that fawn on video, but I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys for stopping and checking out the channel. Good hunting, and we'll see you on the next one.